guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today we're driving a 2017 Golf R. We are driving a 2017 Golf R in this beautiful blue, and it's lapis blue. What do they call this blue? Okay, yep. Nice. And this is a 2017 model. It's available in a 6-speed manual and a DSG dual clutch. The great news is this is a 6-speed manual. Another great news is they don't come with sunroofs. You know how I hate sunroofs. And 292 horsepower from a turbo 4-cylinder engine. Haldex all-wheel drive. Torque is 280 foot-pounds?
Correct.
Okay, and so you have all-wheel drive all the time. 2017 model had some upgrades over the other models, right?
That's correct, yeah. They upgraded the 19-inch wheels are different.
Okay.
And the quality of the backup camera is better.
Okay.
And the head unit itself is a little better than the 16 model.
So better navigation, better backup camera. You can get Apple CarPlay now,
Apple
right?
CarPlay, that's correct. Yeah, or if you have a Samsung, they do the whatever Samsung's is.
Okay.
And yeah.
And the base price for this car was how much?
Just about 39 or so.
Okay.
For 2017, they made the driver assistance package a forced package. So that gave you adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, forward collision. So if you're not paying attention, the car stop in front of you.
Okay.
Your car will stop, and let me tell you, it works.
Yeah.
And something else that is
the lane change or something. Right?
Yeah, the lane assist, which I turned that off because it was, overbearing. This is the DCC and nav car. So this is not a base car, which I misspoke before. So that gives you the dynamic chassis control, and the navigation as well. So that's kind of brought it up there.
So if you wanted a base model, is it about like 35,000 without those options?
36, yeah.
You have 18,000 miles, 18,800. So you've driven it, you've had it 12 months, right?
Correct, yeah, 12 months and 2 days. I've taken it on many adventures. I've been to Lime Rock, oh man, I'd probably say 8 or 9 times.
Now, how's the gas mileage been?
So the gas mileage has been pretty in line with what I expected. I'm pretty anal about that. So I have an app on my phone that records every time I fill up the car. I put in my trip miles, all the gallons that I added to the car, and how much it cost. So I was able to track that from day one, and over 12 months I've averaged just about 24 and a half. Okay. Which, all things considered, for all-wheel drive and a mix of city and mostly highway at greater than 55 miles an hour speed. Yeah. It's pretty good. It was pretty much in line with what I expected. So.
Yeah, I mean, this car drives really well. I can tell you, I drove my GLA 45 AMG to meet you to do this review, and this car is a way better ride. Oh. So we're in the comfort setting right now.
This is correct. Yeah, we're in the so it's the DCC, the dynamic chassis control, gives you we'll say 4 different modes. It gives you like a normal mode, which would be the car without DCC. Then it gives you a comfort mode, which kind of softens up the suspension. Mm-hmm. It also changes the steering, so the steering's much lighter. And then there's another mode, a race mode, which it tauts the suspension. The steering gets noticeably firmer, and then it pumps in this sound from the exhaust, which is not sound from the exhaust. And then there's a custom mode where you can pick and choose. Do you want the steering to be heavy, but the suspension to be soft, or you know, you can kind of choose your own adventure. That's your choose your own adventure mode.
Cool. Well, this car, again, the ride is great. Gas mileage is good. It's probably on par with what I get with the GLA 45. I think I get about the same gas mileage, and I drive that car spiritedly. This car is a way better ride. I love that you can get this car in stick. Now, there seems to be a big difference in stick 0 to 60 time and the DSG. So from what I hear and read, it seems like the stick, I mean, who cares? But it seems like the stick is about a half a second slower to 60, but it's certainly evolving. So this is the second time I'm driving the Golf R. The first time I drove it was on the racetrack, and that was a stick shift car as well, and it was great. It was so much fun having a stick on the track. And I drove it back to back with a GTI that was a DSG, and I just thought this car was a lot more fun. It was sticks, it was more involving. The all-wheel drive, you know, was fine on the track. The understeer wasn't too bad, and it just seemed like the front-wheel drive GTI probably actually had a little more understeer, if I remember correctly. This car's got really good power. It definitely is. It's great for these back roads. Wow. And this is completely stock. You haven't done anything with it, so this is the way you'd buy it off the showroom floor.
That's correct.
And what kind of maintenance do you do? A yearly maintenance on these cars? Like, what are the service intervals?
All right. So for Volkswagen, they do, well, Volkswagen and many new manufacturers, they like to stretch out the maintenance intervals. So this is every 10K. They have scheduled maintenance. It's not included. I think the first one might have been included. Okay. To be honest, I don't remember. And I purchased an extended, like prepaid maintenance, we'll say, to kind of force me to, you know, take it and look after it and whatnot. Yeah, yeah. But I go back on my own dime, we'll say, even though I prepaid the other one, every 5,000 to have the oil change regardless. And it's pretty much in line with things that I've read as far as maintenance costs, we'll say. The warranty is great. It's a 336 bumper to bumper, but given that I'm going to keep this car, you know, for at least 7 years, I extended that out. I think it's 7 years, 100,000 miles. Okay. And clearly, given the amount of mileage I do annually, I mean, I would blow through the factory warranty in no time. Yeah. So I'm really not too concerned. I've had a few minor issues, as with any car. It was all, I think the head unit kind of just turned off and didn't want to turn on occasion, and they replaced it. You know, no questions asked. They replaced it. It's been fine ever since. And also with the 19-inch wheels and the rubber band tires, I highly suggest that you get the wheel and tire package. You know, whatever it is, it's like, I don't know, $800 or $900. Yeah. Because I've already used it twice. Wow. It's already paid for itself, you know, more than 2 times over, given the cost of what the 19-inch wheels are and what the tires are. Wow. And there's no deductible. You will not be disappointed, because, especially if you live in New Jersey, where you know, potholes seem to pop up overnight. So even though, you know, you take the same commuter route and you know where all the disruptions in the roads are, they're gonna, you know, you're still gonna get a pothole here and there that you just can't avoid. And man, let me tell you. And one other thing too with that is that the car, because it's all-wheel drive, didn't come with a spare tire.
All right, so let's try. We've been driving in a comfort mode setting, which was really nice, really smooth, comfort steering as well. So let's drive in a more aggressive setting right now. So we just go to the screen and...
We can do it one of 2 ways. We can do the button down here. Okay. So we're gonna hit that.
Yeah, let's try the hardest, more hardcore. So this is race mode, and that's for suspension, right?
So race mode, suspension, steering, and actually you can't, I'm sure the camera didn't really pick it up, but the exhaust note changes just a tad. Okay. So,
and what about a sportier, tighter steering?
Yeah, it's going to be...
in it already?
Yep, yeah, okay. Race mode covers all of that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it does sound louder. Yeah. I can tell already.
Yep. You you should be able to feel it.
And it seems like the throttle is more sensitive too. Is the throttle twitchier in this mode? That's what it seems like.
You know, it might be, but to be honest, I don't know. So I don't want to say yay or nay and then have people leaving comments that he's wrong. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah, it seems more lively to me.
It probably is though.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine.
No, this is a fun car. This is definitely, you could drive this car all day long. It's all day comfort, way more comfortable than my GLA 45. I mean, that car is quicker because it's dual clutch and has more horsepower. But this is just a great daily driver. I've always loved the GTIs. And like I said, I just started driving the Golf R recently, and it's a lot of fun. Great car for the money. So compared to like a WRX STI, I would say this has a way nicer interior.
Oh yeah.
Better rides, more of a maybe more of a grown-up car, like.
Yeah, because I've driven a few STIs at the dealer when people have traded them in on GTIs, and actually
and they're great cars.
They really are. There's a lot of performance there.
Yeah.
And like, you know, secretly I really enjoy Subarus. I would love to have like a 99 2.5 RS one day.
Yeah, I love those cars.
You know, in rally blue with the gold wheels or the bronze wheels rather.
Now this car is very deceptive speed here. Like, it seems like I'm going the speed limit. I look down, I'm going a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's why I like to keep it on the digital. Digital readout in the middle there, so it's like front and center. Like, hey, you're not doing the speed limit.
Right.
But there's there's a few different menu options in there as well. But that's the one I enjoy keeping there.
Now, it's definitely stiffer. How smooth we were and comfortable on these roads before in the comfort setting. You notice there's a lot more shake now.
Yeah.
In this road, a lot more shake. So it's very stiff in the race mode. I still see some understeer when I was going through that fast sweeper. It really wasn't turning in, but that's probably due to the all-wheel drive. But this is it's a great car for the money. Now, what other colors does it come in?
So it comes in limestone gray, which is actually a very nice color.
Is that like a darker gray?
It's a darker gray, and it's specific to the R. So it's not like it's not like the GTI comes in United gray.
Yep.
So limestone, I want to say has like greenish undertones, but not, obviously limestone. You know, you think of green with limestone. And then it comes in tornado red. It comes in deep black pearl, which is a metallic, as opposed to black uni, which is just, you know, non-metallic shiny black. And then did I say tornado red? I think I did.
No.
Okay, tornado red, and a color called oryx white, which is like a pearlescent white. It's actually it's a very nice color, and it's not like the standard GTI comes in pure white, which is non-metallic. This oryx white is a metallic. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Jetta hybrid might have been offered in it, but I'm not. I can't remember. I got too much in my brain that allows me to remember the color names and which palettes they're from. But anyway, those are the R colors, and I think that would be it. Yeah.
Cool. I think blue's got to be the most popular color, right? Because every R I see is always blue.
Yeah, blue, or is
it just enthusiasts buy the blue one, and that's the one I always see?
Yeah, I think enthusiasts buy the car in general, and
oh, definitely.
But there's a handful of tornado reds. I mean, you go on social media, you know, and you hashtag it or you group it or whatever, and you'll see there's a contingency for every offering
for every color
of the color.
Yeah.
But yeah, the blue is the brightest. The gray, I think the gray blends in the best. Obviously the gray, black, and white rather. The red is sharp. It's a fire engine red.
Yes.
But yeah, the blue. I mean, I'm partial to blue.
Yeah, me too. I love blue cars. The handling is great. Heel toe is very easy. I mean, my feet are lined up perfectly for heel toe. There's a dead pedal, which you don't get in every car now, for your clutch foot when it's not shifting. Yeah, this is a fun car. I think I'd get in trouble with this car. Because you can take turns like so fast.
Yeah.
It's so hard to go slow, you know? And what I always liked about GTIs and now the Golf Rs, they were fun at any speed. Even like going around town, doing errands, you know, with the stick shift, it was still a very fun car to drive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow, right?
Right. Yep. Yeah, they make a great track car. I can attest to that. You can too. You've driven on the track, so have I. And it makes a great track car. I put it back in comfort mode. The suspension was very stiff in race mode. You know, I think I could live with it fine, but with the camera, it's like it's just shaking so terribly.
And believe me, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the comfort. I'm all about the comfort. So it's a good mode.
Yeah, if you're going to use it every day, you're probably not buying this as a weekend car.
Yeah.
You're probably buying this as the one car that can do everything.
Yep.
And they'll be a great used buy too in a couple of years. You still get a lot of money, certainly, for your money buying it new. And if you're going to keep it 7 years, you're better off starting with a new car.
Yeah. Because
you're going to have it forever, put all the 100,000 miles or whatever on there. But, you know, for somebody who needs a daily driver a couple of years from now, you're going to get a great car for the money when they start to depreciate.
Yeah. And they hold their value pretty well too.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I don't know what it's going to be like after 7 years, because even, you know, the Mark 6 Golf R, which is available 2012, 2013, it's not that old yet. It's only 5 years old.
Right.
But they're still, they're holding their value pretty well, which is exciting for me. Not that I'm looking forward to fast forwarding my life 7 years, you know.
There you go. Yeah, some acceleration here.
But who knows what the future brings in technology. And I mean, if they eliminate manual transmissions altogether, this may be my forever car.
Yeah, people will definitely, they'll go up in value then if they, or even if they have Golf Rs with no more stick shifts. All right, guys, thanks for watching this review of the 2017 Golf R. This was just so much fun to drive. I know I like a car a lot when I keep driving it and extend the review and make it longer and longer. So you got 2 great gearboxes here. I love the 6-speed manual. You can't go wrong with the DSG as well. Volkswagen makes a great DSG. You'll be half a second quicker to 60. That may be better for most people. I love that there's no sunroof. The chassis is very playful. It's all-wheel drive, so you can use this car all year round. And you should definitely run to your Volkswagen dealer and get one. This is going to be a great car for the money. Thanks again for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends and leave a positive comment below. And check out our website, glenscarcollection.com, and get your free ebook. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.